All right, I'm pissed. You know, we're going to talk about, the topic of a living wage. I mean, nothing pisses me off more than listening to these people argue that if, we raise the minimum wage, that it's going to devastate and destroy our economy. That's just a crock of crap. I mean, I couldn't disagree more. I mean, I've been reading a lot about this, and I stumbled on this really good story about a business owner in Pittsburgh. I mean, it's the guy owns a restaurant called Bar Marco. And what this guy has done, and what the owner has done, is that they've given all of their full-time employees $35,000 a year as a base annual salary, okay? Now, they've removed any concept of a tipping policy. There's no tips at their restaurant because the ownership doesn't have to have the clientele make up the difference for them. Pretty much, they're working 40 to 44 hours a week. Every full-timer, I think, gets, they get 1 day, or 2 days and 1 night off every week. They get 10 paid vacation days. They get full benefits. Even better, they get 500 shares in the company. I mean, the guy's going to include them in the ownership, in the operations. I mean, the only requirement, I believe, is that they have to, talk about a terrible thing to have to do, they have to go to 2 business meetings every month. So they're included in those business decisions, those ideas, the things that will help the company grow. I mean, just by the ownership, I mean, that's vision for the owners of this company, to include these folks in the ownership, the operations, include them, from an integral part, because that'll just raise their efforts, their interest, their quality, their commitment, everything. I mean, it always does. This works every time. I mean, and they're not going to implement any price hikes. There's no service fees. They're not going to raise the price on their menu items. They're going to be basically doing it right. They're going to focus on growing their business. They're going to focus on maximizing their profits, basically by just raising the bar, by expanding their menu, bringing in different items, expanding their wine list, having different wine tastings, more activities that'll bring in more patrons, grow their clientele. That's what it's about. That's how you do it. That's how you maximize your profits. It's so sad to think that, in fact, most business owners believe the best way to maximize your profits is to just pay your workers and your employees the minimum that the law will allow. And that's it, man. That's sad. That's pathetic. That is bullshit. And it's time that it stops. It's time to raise that wage. I mean, anyone that thinks that by including the employee in, the ownership, the operations, by giving them a living wage, by, oh my God, heaven forbid, we actually treat them with dignity and respect, that it's going to devastate any economy. That's only going to help any economy become stronger and grow. It's so sad to even think people would even believe that would devastate our economy. I mean, happy Labor Day.